What's going on? Today we're here with another deck profile. Today I'll be featuring my Dogmatika invoked list. This time I didn't play the shuttle package like I did in my last profile. Last profile I played like basically the same list with a crap ton of shuttle cards. I basically just cut almost all of them because I found that the deck, this deck added, if you add shuttles to it, it has a way higher ceiling. Like the plays you can make are a lot better than the plays I'm making right now. But this variant of the deck that I'm playing right now is a lot more consistent because with the shuttle list you had to open really well, or you weren't supposed to like open more than 2 shuttles because otherwise, if you don't open fusion, they're just kind of bricks. Which is why I decided to go with this, and I've played 4 locals with this so far, and I have won 3 of them. So I would say it's going pretty good, to say the least. But without further ado, I'll just go straight into the deck profile. So first of all, I am playing triple Aleister. It's an invoke deck. You have to play 3 Aleister. Then for the Dogmatika package, I'm playing triple Ecclesia, double Fleur-de-Lis, and then the one Maximus to round it out. I think this ratio is perfect. I play Desires, so 2 Fleur-de-Lis is mandatory. If you don't wanna play Desires, you can cut this to 1, but I would still play it at 2, even if I didn't play Desires, because the card is pretty insane. It's an out to Dragoon, because it's non-targeting negation. And yeah, Maximus is great. It sets up your shuttle window, going first, and going second. It's just so good at breaking boards. You can just like send Entes and break their entire board. So yeah. That's why I still play the Maximus. I would cut the Maximus once people start playing Antithesis in their extra deck, but right now people aren't. Well, some people are, but not everyone. So that's why I'm still playing the Maximus. Then for the hand traps, I'm playing Triple Ash, Double Bell, and then the Gamma package. In my opinion, these are the best hand traps of the format. Ash hits almost every deck. Bell hits almost every deck. There's decks where it's not that great against, like Dino for example. It's not the best against Dino. But it still has use against it. In the mirror it's pretty good. When your opponent doesn't have the field spell, you can negate invocation with it. So yeah, that's pretty strong. And then last but not least we have Gamma. Gamma is always a good hand trap in my opinion. At the start of the format people were saying that Gamma isn't that good, but I kinda changed my mind because against Virtual World sometimes just stopping one monster is exactly what you need. Or if you have this and they go VFD pass, if they only manage to put up 1 VFD, you can just when they call the VFD, Gamma them, and you just got rid of the VFD. So that's pretty good. And then yeah, just all around a really good hand trap. I don't think I have to say anything else. Then for the spells, I'm playing triple Meltdown and 1 Terraforming. You want to play as many copies of Meltdown as possible. The card is bonkers. Like the fact that they cannot negate the activation of fusion effects is pretty insane. Like they can't judgment it, they cannot negate it totally awesome, they cannot negate Mekaba in the mirror. It's pretty nuts. And then as an added effect, they cannot respond to the summons of fusion monsters, which is pretty good because people are playing torrential and stuff, and this is a way to kind of play around that. Then I'm playing triple invocation because I play desires. Otherwise you would play 2. Then I'm playing triple Nadir Servant to round out the Dogmatika package. This card's insane, going first and going second. So the fact that you get to send the monster from the extra deck and then search just gives you so much. Then I'm playing triple desires. I want to make the list as consistent as possible, so that's why I went with triple desires. Then I'm playing triple Cosmic Cyclone. It's pretty good in the meta right now. Even against Rytron, if you just Cyclone their ritual spell, they usually only play 1, so you just got rid of that. So even in that matchup, it can be okay. You don't really want to see it in the matchup, but whenever you draw it, it still has some use. Then for the last 2 spells, I'm playing 1 Call by the Grave because Call by the Grave is at a 1. If it was a 3, I would play 3. It's just so good. It's such a good card. And then as for the last spell, I'm playing 1 Forbidden Droplet. I do not have. I only have 1 droplet. I don't have the other 2. If I had 3, I probably would play 3 or 2. I don't know yet. Because whenever I saw the card, it's been pretty good. But yeah, I'm playing something else in instead of the other 2 droplets, which has also been very nice for me. So yeah. Then for the traps, I'm playing the 1 Schism for my Shadow plays. Basically just for making Winda, because we got all the other shadows. Double Punishment. And then because we don't have 3 Forbidden Droplets, I'm playing Double Crackdown. The reason I started playing Crackdown is because of Tritrons, because you can just take their ruler and lock them under their own ruler. So that's pretty insane. And then at my locals there's quite a lot of Dino players, so this works under miscellaneous, which is pretty nice. Yeah, overall this card has been really overperforming for me. This card has been so good for me. So I don't even know if I had droplets that I would play them at the moment, because this card has been so good for me. That's the main deck. That's been 41 cards. 41 because in my opinion, there's not anything that's really gutsable in the list right now. Like, I mean, I guess I could cut a Crackdown, cut the Forbidden Droplet, but it's been pretty consistent at 41, so I don't see why I would change it to 40 right now. I'll go to the extra deck. For the Invoked, I'm playing 2 Mekaba, 1 whatever his name is, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it, and 1 Purgatrio. Mekaba is, I don't think I have to explain it. Mekaba, it's your boss monster, so to speak. Then this guy is pretty nuts. It's when you have Meltdown on the field, it's basically a Trident they cannot respond to, and it helps OTK as well because of its second effect that it can gain attack of a fusion monster in your graveyard by banishing that monster. And then Purgatrio, just for OTK plays. I got this a while back, but I decided to play it again because I missed it. Like, it's so good for breaking boards as well. When I have like, let's say, Dark Ruler, I Dark Ruler them, make this, and just completely destroy their board, which is pretty good. Then for the Dogmatika portion of my extra deck, I'm playing double Entes and 1 Titanic Lat. Entes is pretty bonkers. Oh yeah, and I'm also playing the Omega. Omega is great because you can keep recycling your entices. If it's like a very simplified game state, you can just go summon Maximus, Maximus effects, send these two, effect Omega, put them back in your extra deck, and just keep looping that basically, which is pretty good. And then of course, like if your opponent's kinda dumb and they hand trap you while you have Gamma on the field without monsters, you can still make the use of your Gamma and your driver by just making this guy, which is pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I have to explain anything else. And then for the shadows, I'm playing double Winda, one construct and one app clone. You could cut a Winda, but right now, like, it never, because it never really comes up, but sometimes it does, so I'm still contemplating on like one or two Winda. The reason I'm playing two right now is because I don't know what else I would play instead of this Winda. Like I maybe used the second Winda like once or twice, and it won me the game when I did, but and then for the last cards in my extra deck, the links, I'm playing the one Almirage and the one Secure Gardener for the Allies Place, and then as final card in my extra deck, I'm playing the Blackluster of Soldier of Chaos. This card won me so many games. Like, one of the locals I play is full of back row decks, and back row decks kinda cry when you make these cards. So what would happen a lot of the time, I would make Dogmatika plays in my turn, and then I pass turn, my Dogmatikas are on the field, they do their stuff, they pass back to me, and if I have like a Fleur de Lis or a Maximus and two other monsters, I would instantly just make this. And a lot of trap decks just cannot out a monster that cannot be destroyed by card effects or targeted, because when you destroy a monster, you can make him gain attack, and a 4.5k beat stick, a trap deck, it's gonna have a really hard time against this. So yeah, like this guy literally won me so many games, it's insane. Then for the side deck, I'm playing double Gamma Seal because the Dragoon is a thing, and it's kinda generic. Like against Rytron, if they go for the if you're playing against a non-ruler build, you can just Kaiju their ultimateness to break their board. Then triple draw because Rytron is a thing, and I guess in the mirror this card is also pretty decent. Then I play double Lancia for Virtual World, for the mirror, and for dinos. Then one Feather Duster, because like I said, my locals is full of back row decks, so this is pretty nice. Then triple Dark Ruler, mostly for Drytron, as well as like big combo decks, like there's the occasional Dragon Link player and stuff like that, so. Then double Evenly is pretty good against like control decks, and in the again in the mirror it's also really good. Against Virtual World it's also pretty good. And then double Judgment to because our board kinda loses to an Evenly or to a Droplet, and we can negate those with the Judgment. Right, yeah. That's basically just the deck profile. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked the deck profile or liked the deck, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting a video of a remote duel locals where I played the finals against Triff Gaming while he was streaming, and I'll be uploading that match and giving my own kind of commentary on it. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.